Every empirical study begins with a research question. At first, this question is often quite broad, but as the research process unfolds, it needs to be refined and made more specific. Do you remember the headline from the introduction video? From that headline, we could now develop a research question that can be explored empirically. Let's take a simple question. What are the stress factors for students?
That's a good one. There are probably a lot.
Exactly. But before we can collect any data, we need to ask ourselves, from whom are we collecting it?
You mean like students?
Yes, but in statistics, we call this statistical unit. Most of the time, it's people, the participants in a study.
Could it also be something else?
Absolutely. Sometimes the unit isn't a person, but a whole organization, like a hospital ward or a nursing facility or even a country.
Oh, I see. So in our example, the statistical unit would be one student.
Exactly. That's the starting point for collecting data systematically. Defining the population for a study is not always easy. The population includes all units we want to study, so we need to decide in our example, do we want to survey students worldwide across one continent or just in a single city? And do we focus only on universities or include other educational institutions? How we define this population is critical because our results can only describe this specific group, not every student group everywhere.
Wait, isn't, for example, the population of all students worldwide just too big to survey completely?
Exactly. That's why once we define the population, we often find it's impossible to survey everyone. So instead, we select a smaller sample, here marked in yellow, which should represent the entire group as accurately as possible.
Got it. That way, we can still make meaningful conclusions without asking every single person.
To sum up, we start with a scientific question that always refers to a population. Since the population is usually too large, we select a sample, collect and analyze its data. This is called descriptive statistics. In the next step, using inferential statistics, we generalize these results back to the population to answer our research question. Before we wrap up, what would you say was the most important takeaway from this video?
That everything starts with how we define the population and the sample. It really influences everything that comes after.
Exactly. It shapes everything from the way we collect data to how we interpret results.
Got it. I'll definitely pay more attention to that from now on.
Keep these in mind every time you read or conduct a study.